In this day and age, fans need to be extra careful when scrolling through social media in search of their favorite soap stars. Imposter accounts are everywhere, and from time to time, they are addressed by those being cloned. A recent case, such as this, had the young and the restless Mark Grossman Adam posting a scam alert to his official Instagram stories in hopes of reaching his followers before they were taken advantage of. "Fake accounts are stealing my photos, videos, and even my scam warnings," Grossman stated, then went on to explain. "They use AI to make fake voice and video and pretend to be me, my manager or team, my family and official fan clubs." The CBS soap actor reminded followers that he will never ask for money, gifts, or personal info, and he will never contact fans through WhatsApp, Telegram, Signal, Facebook, Google Chat, text, SMS, email, or any other app, platform outside of Instagram. After reiterating that the only social media platform that Grossman is on is his verified Instagram, he added, "If anyone else contacts you, no matter what they claim, it's a scam. Block, report, stay safe." The last part of the actor's message, block, report, stay safe, is something to always keep in the back of your mind when surfing social, and is something everyone should definitely do should they come across fake accounts. The cryptic moment that stopped fans in their tracks. The drama began when Mark appeared in a short, dimly lit Instagram story late Monday night, wearing a plain black t-shirt and a look that could melt steel. He leaned toward the camera and said, in that measured, dangerous Adam Newman tone, "I will never." And then he stopped. A smirk. Fade to black. No explanation. No follow-up post. No context. Just those 3 words and a smile that said he knew exactly what kind of chaos he'd unleashed. By Tuesday morning, fan forums lit up like Genoa City after a Newman Gala scandal. Some were convinced it was a tease for an upcoming Y&R storyline. Others speculated it was Mark himself drawing a line in the sand in real life. And a few just posted gifs of Sharon Case raising her eyebrows. The Adam factor, life imitating art. Adam Newman, as written, is a man of unfinished sentences. He thrives on keeping people guessing, making half-promises and veiled threats, and letting others stew in their paranoia. It's part of what makes him both a dangerous ally and an irresistible enemy. Could this clip be Mark staying in character to promote an upcoming twist? Insiders say there's a major Adam-centered arc on the horizon. One that will pit him against his own father yet again in a war of wills over Newman Enterprises. In such a storyline, "I will never" could refer to, "I will never bow to Victor." Adam has made this vow before. But if Victor tries to force him into a public humiliation or demands loyalty at the cost of Connor's future, Adam could deliver this line with a finality that sends shockwaves. "I will never let you win." This would fit if Adam finds himself up against Nick in a corporate takeover, or Chelsea in a custody battle. "I will never forgive you." Dangerous words for a soap, because once they're said, writers either have to follow through or build an epic redemption arc. If this is purely a storyline tease, the unfinished sentence is brilliant marketing, but fans are wondering if there's more to it. When fiction blurs with reality, Mark Grossman isn't just Adam Newman, he's also a real person who has learned to navigate the tricky waters of fame. In recent years, he's been candid about setting personal boundaries in interviews. He's spoken about the pressures of social media, the invasive nature of some fan interactions, and the need to protect his private life. That's why some fans believe "I will never" was a real-world declaration. Possible completions to the sentence, according to internet sleuths. "Share my personal life online." A boundary that would explain his occasional vanishing acts from social media. "Let the fame change me." A sentiment that's relatable, especially for a soap star constantly under public scrutiny. "Tolerate disrespect from anyone." This could hint at behind-the-scenes tension or a recent incident with trolls or paparazzi. Given the timing, just weeks after a particularly heated online debate about his personal relationships, it's easy to see why fans might think Mark was sending a message to the real world, not just Genoa City. Why the mystery works so well. One of the oldest tricks in both acting and publicity is the deliberate gap. By withholding the end of the sentence, Mark has given the audience ownership of it. Each fan fills in the blank with what they think Adam or Mark would say. It's interactive storytelling at its finest. And in the soap world where cliffhangers are currency, it's pure gold. It also builds both anticipation and speculation. If this is tied to a plot twist, you can bet Y&R's writers are loving the free publicity. If it's personal, it's still working as a reminder that Mark is as compelling off-screen as he is on it. Fan reactions, shock, theories, and memes. Within 24 hours, I Will Never had inspired a fan-edited video montage of Adam's most defiant moments, ending with the unfinished phrase. Dozens of Twitter polls with options like, forgive Victor, date Sally again, and wear that awful blue tie from last year's gala. A Reddit thread 300 comments deep debating whether Mark was channeling Adam or making a personal vow. Meme versions with completions like I will never skip taco night. Some fans were genuinely concerned, is Mark okay? This feels personal. Others leaned into the fun. He's obviously teasing a kidnapping storyline. Calling it now. The never moments in soap history. Soap operas thrive on absolutes, especially ones that don't stick. I will never has been said countless times in daytime history, only to be broken in spectacular fashion. Fans know this, which is why the line is so tantalizing. In Y&R history alone, we've seen Victor saying, I will never forgive you, to Jack. Then shaking his hand months later. Nikki vowing I will never marry Victor again, multiple times. Adam himself swearing I will never return to Genoa City, right before walking into society like he owned the place. If Mark's unfinished, I will never is part of the show. Fans can expect that whatever he says, he'll never do. He probably will eventually. That's the soap law. The stakes, if it's about Adam, let's imagine a few possible upcoming scenarios for Adam on Y&R that could fit this mysterious setup. 1. The Victor ultimatum. Victor forces Adam to choose between Newman Enterprises and his family. Adam's response, I will never abandon my son. Q. A messy corporate custody battle. 2. Sally's dilemma. Sally and Adam's unresolved romantic tension comes to a head. She offers reconciliation, but only if Adam compromises in a way he finds impossible. I will never change who I am. 3. The Nick Fudnick undercuts Adam's business proposal. Adam responds with cold fury. I will never forget this. That kind of statement in Soapland is basically a legally binding revenge contract for the ultimate betrayal. Someone Adam trusts, Chelsea, Sharon, even Connor in a rebellious twist, betrays him, leading to I will never forgive you. The stakes if it's about Mark. If it's Mark himself speaking, the stakes are more personal. The unfinished phrase becomes an anchor for his public image. It says, I have limits. I'm not just a character. I'm a person with lines you cannot cross. Given the intense nature of soap fandom, such boundaries are not only healthy, they're necessary. The power of the pause, whether it's a marketing move, a personal statement, or both. The brilliance of Mark's I will never moment is in the pause. It's the gap between setup and payoff that has everyone leaning in. In an era of constant oversharing, leaving something unsaid is rare. It invites curiosity. It forces the audience to imagine. And in the world of daytime television, where viewers are trained to crave cliffhangers, that's the ultimate hook. What happens next? If this is part of Y&R promotion, we'll likely see the full line delivered on screen in the next few weeks. Expect it to land in a high-stakes scene, perhaps during a Newman boardroom blow-up or a tense hospital confrontation. If it's personal, Mark may never complete the sentence publicly, and maybe that's the point. Maybe I will never is less about the ending and more about the reminder that every person, actor, or character has limits. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our update World 24 YouTube channel for more update news.